All right, got 3 of the bales in place. I got this is going to be the inner wall here on the right side, facing to the south that way, so got it fairly plumb. Also a trick that Stacy, the guy that sold me these tire bales, told me what we're going to do is pack these gaps with rubber from semi-treads that they've cut apart, and we're going to pack those, and then we're going to put a flat layer across here, and so that'll be good because that'll take up a lot of space that I don't have to fill with cob or cans or whatever, and it'll still be good thermal mass. So I only put 3 in place because these will be easy to pivot around. If I need to pivot them, I'll just hit the bottom with a fork and pivot it left or right. But I'm finding true south now, and I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. A couple of ways I've looked at it. The first way I mentioned before in the Google Earth, I got on the satellite image, and I ran their compass, and this road over here runs due north and south. And so I just slid my map over to where I had the same edge of the map on the computer, and this post right here is, if I line it up with there's 3 trees right there. If I line it up with that middle tree, you can barely see it above the barn there, and if I line those up, that's perfectly due south. That's true south. And so I use the shadow method here. Of course, this was the first shadow right here on that rock right there. This was the second one. The third one's right here. The tip of it's right there. So I just set my level across there. I set my hammer right there. And of course, this is not exact science, but the hammer points right to that. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's going to be true south from a couple of different angles. I'm probably not even using a compass because I don't care much about magnetic south. Now, as far as the older ships go, in the older ship book that Mike Reynolds wrote from the 90s, when the older ship style, they would orient the homes not true south, not magnetic south, but a little bit, they said 10 to 15 degrees east of true south. So if true south is 180, maybe 170, 165. And what that would do is that would allow the morning sun, or the home, to catch the morning sun and warm quicker. I don't know that they're even need to do, if they're doing that with the new ones, I don't even know that they need to do that, because the last Earthship we stayed in was just super, super warm. 70 degrees when it was 2 degrees outside, right? So 2 degrees in Taos, that's 30 degrees below freezing. 2 degrees, and the house is still right at 70, like 69, 70 degrees. I think it was 71 one morning when we got up. And then the greenhouse part of the Earthship, I can't remember, was somewhere in the upper 50s or mid 50s. Plants were still flourishing, still green, still growing, even though it was 2 degrees outside. So that's what we're building with this. We're not building the 2-chamber Earthship like they're building down in Taos. We're going to build an old style Earthship where they just had 1 chamber, 1 set of glass, and it'll still stay warm and keep our greenhouse from freezing, but it won't be quite as efficient as, of course, the rooms of the living quarters of the Earthships that they're building now. So, all right, so I found true south. What I'll do is I'll paint a line across here, right across there with some spray paint, and then I'll extend the line out a few feet each way, and then I'll measure from that line back to the tire bales, and then I'll use that same measurement over here and measure it back, and then I'll paint a line across here to connect those, and that'll be my east-west line. And so that'll be my south-facing wall for the inside of the Earthship. Okay, get started. Okay, looks like, all right, so what I did was I just extended my line, my east-west line from here to here, and then I put the square down there off the level there, and then measured my distance from there to the edge of the tire bales. And then I did the same measurement here, squared that up, measured to there. This stake that I put in the ground is just kind of a round-headed stake, so if I drive over with the tractor, it won't give me a flat, because I'm bound to do that. And then just ran a string between here and here. And you can see I need to square this bale up just a little bit so that it's more sitting like that. So, pretty happy. Man, April 2nd, and mountains are still covered in snow. That's good for the valley here. All right, here goes.